let's move on to another equation, very interesting one, this one. Extracting lead. So what we can do in chemistry is we can take a naturally occurring substance called galena, and galena is otherwise known as lead sulfide, which is this compound over here. And what we can do is we can actually extract lead from it, but it takes two processes and both involve heat. So what we can do is take this lead sulfide and burn it in the presence of oxygen, so just basically roast it in air, and what we'll produce is lead oxide. And you can take this lead oxide, and just like on the right here, you can burn it in the presence of carbon, and eventually you'll end up with some lead, and it'll be molten lead, as you can see here coming out of this furnace. So let's say the question says calculate the mass of lead that can be produced from 1 ton of galena. Now remember, galena is this compound over here, and we are trying to get to this. How much of this can we make with 1 ton of lead sulfide? Okay, let's clean this up a little bit and get straight into it. So while I'm doing this cleaning up, can you think of how many grams there are in 1 ton of galena? Well, 1 ton is equal to 1 million grams. Okay, 1 million. So let's just go and write that down somewhere. Let's go write that down over here. 1 ton of lead sulfide is equal to 1,000 grams. That's what 1 ton of anything equals to in grams. So you got to ask yourself the question now, well, what does 1 mole of lead sulfide weigh? Well, we got to get the relative formula mass of lead sulfide, and we need our periodic table. Let's have a look at our periodic table. Oh, there's some, I was supposed to highlight lead. Where's lead? There it is. Okay, so 207 plus 32 is going to give me my mass. So 207 plus 32, I think you can crush that mass. That's 239 grams. So 1 mole of this substance galena weighs 239 grams. So how much would, or how many moles should I say, how many moles would 1 million grams be? Well, what do you do to get 239 to 1 million? Type it into your calculator. You type in 1 million divided by 239, you're going to get 4184.1. Okay, so that's the kind of multiplication you have to do to get from 239 to 1 million. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. Okay, and 1 mole times that, well, anything times 1 is itself mathematics. Okay, 4184.1 moles makes 1 million grams. Okay, this is talking about lead sulfide. Now, what you do is you go back to your equations and you write stuff down. Well, how many moles do we have? We have 4184.1 of this substance. Now check the ratio out. We've got 2 moles of this. This is just the original, most simplified equation for this reaction. Okay, but we're obviously working with much higher numbers. This is just working with the core equation. So we've got 2 moles plus 3 moles of oxygen makes 2 moles of lead oxide, which is the thing we're kind of after at the moment. So if we simplified this, it would be the same as saying 1 to 1. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So if we make 4184.1 moles of lead sulfide, we're going to make the same amount. Stop it, computer, stop it. Okay, 4184.1 moles. That's how much we're going to make because it's a 1-to-1. Beautiful. Now go to the next equation. The next equation. Well, we've got again 4184.1 moles of this, and we trying to work out how many moles of lead do I make? Again, 1-to-1 ratio. So we're going to make 4184.1 moles of lead. But the question says calculate the mass. So we're going to do some clever maths now. Watch this. You guys have done this with me. 1 mole of lead is what? I think it was 207, right? 207 grams. So we're going to do some multiplication. How many moles did we have of lead? Remember, let's go back to the equation. Okay, 4184 of lead oxide makes 4184.1 of lead. So going 4184 here 418.1, getting sick of that, 4184.1, getting sick of that word, moles of lead. Okay, how do we do that? Well, obviously it's going to be times 4184.1. Do the same to the side, times 4184.1. Crush it in your calculator. Do it faster than me. Times 4184.1. Oh, there it is. An enormous amount of grams. 866,108.7 grams. Beautiful. That's the answer. But you could also convert this into tons by dividing by 1 million. So let's do that. So you can work that on in your head. We're going to make 0.8661 tons of lead. It's a lot of lead. Beautiful. I hope it's been very helpful, guys, and well done for getting this far. Let's go on to the next topic very soon.